Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Celestial Soul Tarot. We'll take a look into the energies here, see what's coming through for you. Right, just keep in mind that these readings are general. Take only what resonates with your situation. And you may be interested in looking into the other readings with your other placements for additional messages, right? So your moon sign, your rising sign, maybe where your Venus is, that kind of thing, to kind of get additional messages for each of the different houses, if that's something you're interested in. So let's take a look here. Messages for Scorpio. What is coming through for Scorpio? Okay, so here we have the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, right? So this would be the overall theme coming in for this reading, right? So male or female, right? These are not gender specific readings, okay? So this is an indication of somebody who, you know, is focused on their work, their career, their health, their finances, their home, their sense of stability, security, that sort of thing, right? This could be somebody who's very successful, right? The thing with the kings and the queens is that they're the masters of the suit. So the master of earth, you've mastered this physical, tangible reality where you've reached a point of success and you have career, you have some money, probably quite a bit, you know, you have the home, the property, and all of these things, maybe you have family life. But you can see how this person, because in this deck, it's interesting because the physical, tangible reality, a lot of people think, well, that's all that there is. But no, right? This person is looking out into the universe because they know that there is something more, the star, right? There's something more than the physical, tangible reality. And the reason that this comes up a lot of times is there's people in life who have to reach the pinnacle of success. They have to be successful. They have to have the possessions and the, you know, whatever floats your boat, Scorpio, all of these physical, tangible things because you think it's going to make you happy and you're not happy. You're clearly not happy coming through here, right? You want to be happy, right? And that's part of the experience where some people have to get to that point to realize that nothing in the physical, tangible reality will ever make you happy. Right? And so it comes across as a shift in energy or your future or a lifestyle, right? Type of energy here. Okay. I'm going to do a rune casting on top of this. And we're going to dig deeper here for Scorpio. Well, we're doing this with all the runes, so you're not special, Scorpio. I do this with all the other zodiac signs too, so. All right. Okay. Yeah, so let's just take a look into the recent past for some context here, shall we? So this is the Nine of Swords with the energy of the moon. So there's a lot of deep-seated fears here that are coming up to the surface. A lot of it could be more so emotional in nature, right? Maybe things that have been hidden from you are starting to come to light. This is the energy with the moon. It reflects the light of the sun, so it's fragmented. So you're only seeing bits and pieces. So some of you could be getting bits and pieces of information, right? And again, it like I said, it feels fragmented, and you're perhaps some of you're trying to put together it's like a piece of a puzzle, and you got a corner piece, and then you got a couple middle pieces, and maybe something on the side. But you don't see the whole picture, right? There's something here where you're trying to figure something out, but you don't have all the information yet. And so this hidden element, these fears, there's something coming up. And it could be behind the scenes energy. I mean, I'm going to pull some extra cards here as we move through the reading, just to dig a little bit deeper as well. Because what we have here for some of you, it just comes across as there's been a lot of deep inner work around yourself, around a situation, right? And so the inner work that you're doing is bringing stuff up to the surface. So this could actually be somebody who's doing the work on themselves, and they're realizing a lot of things about themselves that maybe they don't like. That's possible here. We do have Tiwaz here. Again, it's the warrior rune, but it's also the energy of justice and contracts, legalities, negotiations, like, maybe like a marriage. For some of you, maybe this has everything to do with owning your own home, having a mortgage, right? Maybe some of you, this has everything to do with a business partnership, or, right, maybe you're very successful and you're, in your regards to your career. So you have a contract with that individual, with that company. But it feels like for some of you here, there's been some sort of, like, it feels like an inner awakening in regards to a situation that you're in, which is bringing me back to this King of Pentacles looking out into the universe. It's like there's something that you're not happy with. There's some sort of fears that are coming up. There's, like I said, secrets are coming up to the surface, or you could be dealing with people in your environment here, especially with the Seven of Swords coming through, right? So, and like I said, I'm going to lay some other cards on here just to look at more information. But like from what I'm getting here, somebody's kind of going within to figure something out around a situation, and you're getting bits and pieces of information that you don't like. It doesn't feel good, right? But you're powering through it. I mean, some of you could be in a marriage or a work situation that you don't want to be in, but you're staying there. You're very focused. You're dedicated. You're remaining right where you are, but there's something, it's like something under the surface that you just don't know, and you can feel it, right? You can feel it with the moon. Your intuition is telling you something, which is why, the situation could be keeping you up at night with all this fear and stress and worry and anxiety. This is not easy energy. It's like a heavy cloud. So, taking a look into the current situation, right? We have the Two of Pentacles with the Star. So this is somebody essentially who's taking their time making a decision or a choice around a situation involving their money, right? The job, something they're committed to. Maybe it's a marriage, for some of you here. This could even involve your health, right? It can, this King of Pentacles or Queen can involve your health, and you need to focus on your health. And maybe there's something coming through here. The moon can rule addictions, and maybe some of you here, it's this realization that you've been digging a hole and trying to fill an inner void, perhaps with an addiction. Like, it could be alcohol, could be substance abuse, could be porn, could be spending money, right? Credit card, buying the new thing will make you happy. Well, it will temporarily, and then you're no longer satisfied. Then you want to buy again, or you want to drink again, or you want to, again, right? And that's the repetitive pattern. It's a habitual energy. The moon is your habits. And so this is something that you do, like a cyclical pattern of behavior is what's coming through here, essentially, right? So the moon, cyclical patterns, whether this is you're dealing with other people or this is something you're doing to yourself. And the inner work, you're trying to, figuring out, well, why am I addicted? Why can't I stop? Secrets coming to light, maybe with people that you're working with, who knows, maybe with a marriage, but you are staying the course, right? You're still going to keep doing the work. You're still going to put in the effort. You're still going to stay where you are. Although there's a lot of fear involved. There's amplified fear in the past here, Scorpio. Okay. So, like I said, moving into this present energy, you're still unhappy. We have the Rune of Joy, but it's Merkstave. It's in the reverse position. So is Awaz, and so is Perthro and Fehu. Right? They're all reversed. So, I mean, essentially here, you're kind of on the road, and you just want to be happy, right? But you want something more out of life. And perhaps you're not sure how to get there. But what we have here, like I said, with the Star and the Two of Pentacles, with this combination of energies, you're on the precipice of something new, right? There's a healing involved here. So for some of you, it's a choice. What are you going to put money into, invest in your health? Maybe put money into, saving for your future down the road instead of, maybe ordering out. And, maybe some of you, there's a decision here, if maybe it's in regards to your health, to spend more money on making food at home instead of delivery and restaurants and that sort of thing, getting your coffee every day at your local coffee shop, that kind of thing, right? So that's the thing with this energy. It's like you're back and forth, and maybe you're trying to create some sort of balance in your life, and you could be pulled back and forth between an addiction and trying to feel better. You're throwing money at, and that's the thing, that's progress, right? There's progress here. And now you have to keep putting in the work. And some of you, maybe it's a decision that you need to make in regards to a job, a career path, selling your home, right? The moon is here after all, right? So, that's the thing. You're unhappy where you are. You're on the precipice of something new to begin here, and you want something more out of life. Well, what is that for you, right? And so what we have coming in here with the Three of Cups and the Seven of Swords into your near future, right? We have Fehu and Pertho Merkstave energies, like I mentioned before, they're reversed, right? So you're no longer seeing the value of something, or you're no longer feeling valued, or there could be like a financial loss here where maybe you're trying to sell your home or your property and it doesn't sell for what you want it to sell. Right? Or you're going through maybe it's like a divorce, and you have to be the one who ends up losing out in regards to the money, right? Regards to assets and property and resources and possessions, and who gets what. Maybe you have a partner who ends up getting more than what you were thinking that they would be getting, right? That kind of thing, because this is a hidden energy here with Perthro. You're not seeing the picture. It's kind of like a moon energy in regards to your financial situation, the money, what you value, the secrets, right? And Seven of Swords here, you could be dealing with someone, maybe it's a partner who's stealing, who has a bank account, who is slowly siphoning money out. Maybe you're dealing with somebody at work who works with the money department, financial department, or whatever. And maybe they're doing something behind the scenes, right? On the surface, it's Three of Cups here. You get along, you socialize, they're friendly. Meanwhile, that's the thing. There's something happening under the surface in regards to the money and the finances and a situation here. Or you're dealing with coworkers, right? Maybe for some of you, it's like you could be in a toxic work environment, right? And that's the thing back here. It's like there's something that's eating away at you. It doesn't feel good, right? Like I said, there could be all kinds of drama and fear involved. Again, secrets coming up to the surface, but you're not getting the whole picture. Meanwhile, you're still unhappy, and maybe you're thinking about leaving your job, finding a new place to work, because you just want to focus on healing and wanting something more. Maybe you want to get paid more. Maybe you're working somewhere where you don't get paid enough money. Maybe you've been there for 10 years and you get still paid the same amount, even though there's like inflation and stuff, right? So, but like I said, it could come across as a situation where you're dealing with difficult coworkers, right? This can be like a clique. And the Seven of Swords here could be like deception, betrayal, lies, gossip, right? Threats and intimidation, right? That kind of energy here behind the scenes. However, bringing me back to the moon, like I feel like the truth is coming out because there's two swords here. So clearly they're not very good at keeping things hidden, right? So there's like a paper trail, messages, right? Information, because it's swords, right? So we're talking communication, forms of communication, texts, messages, paper trail, documentation, bank statements. There's something here in regards to communication energy, a physical, tangible, or you could screenshot it, whatever, that's going to give you the truth, right? To help you make that decision here, bringing me back to this too, right? You're back and forth. Should I stay? Should I go? And for some of you here with the Seven of Swords, the truth is going to come out and it's going to really help you to face in making that decision. And it almost feels difficult because, you know, say this is a work situation. You thought that these people were your friends, right? 3 of Cups energy. On the outside, it would look as if you all get along and you know, have drinks after work, you go for lunch, whatever. There's social events and, you know, and you attend and everything's fine. But behind the surface, that's what's coming through here. The truth is coming out in regards to who some of these people are. Right. And that's the thing here. Perhaps some of you, it's opening yourself up to realizing that some of these people or an individual, right, there's a releasing or letting go of some of these people in your life. Now, it could actually just be friendships outside of work, right? For some of you, they're coworkers. It would be difficult to cut coworkers out of your life. And in that case, this would be one foot out the door. You are no longer interested in communicating with them. You are pulling away from conversations, unless with the 2 of Swords you have to, because you work together on a team. Other than that, you know, you're not talking to them at all. Right, so you've kind of, anything that's kind of starting to come up to the surface, these secrets here, you're going to start seeing the value and the worth of a situation, how people feel about you, how you feel about other people, whether or not you want to stay in a job, whether or not you want to stay in a marriage, or, you know, the home that you're investing in, or, right, there's something coming through here that's going to help you finally make a decision point here. You're going to see it, and I feel like, you know, maybe like a month or 2 down the line, you're going to get resituated and you're going to know what you need to do, because 7 of Swords is also an energy of someone who has a strategy, comes up with a plan behind the scenes to figure out what the next step is, right? So again, Scorpio, it comes across as someone who's going through a difficult period. And again, clearly you're still carrying this energy with you, right? You're clearly not happy. You're not sure what you're going to do, if you're going to stay, if you're going to go, what choice you're going to make. But there's something coming through here around coworkers, a clique. It doesn't have to be female, but they could be. Could also be, you know, again, something happening with a third party situation, although I don't like bringing that up in readings, with a partner, whether this is you or your partner, in regards to like a marriage or a long-term commitment or just a relationship energy where somebody's been cheating, right? This could be a combination of somebody who's been cheating on their spouse, has been stealing, lying, manipulation energy, right? So, and for some of you, it feels like it's financial in nature as well. And it feels like it's been disguised as something else, right? It's a disguise type of energy here, especially with this combination in the 7 of Swords. Like, it feels like the people that you're dealing with, they've been wearing a mask. And it feels like the mask is going to come off and you're going to see the true colors of who these people are, or your spouse, or, you know, whoever you're dealing with, right? Like, maybe they're cheating on you, maybe they're stealing from you. Could be vice versa, Scorpio, right? Again, take this reading as yours, or maybe it's not yours at all. Okay, maybe bits and pieces resonate and others don't. It's a general reading, so there could be a variety of areas of life where this could resonate with some people. I'm just going to pull a few more cards here just on these energies and see if we can just get, oh, there you are, King of Cups, 9 of Swords. Oh, there's the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck here. What do we have? These cards came out reversed. See, here's the thing. That's what I was saying. We have the 8 of Wands in reverse, and we also have the Hermit in reverse. So this is somebody, like I said, in the near future, you're going to be aware of what you possibly need to do. Like I said, secrets are coming out. Information is going to be revealed. The 8 of Wands and the Hermit in the reversed, right? Typically they're like this. But in the reverse position here, this is coming across as information that you're just going to keep to yourself, right? You're going to be getting a lot of all kinds of stuff, whether this is people, you know, working behind the scenes against these other people to make them look bad, to tell you the truth, to get you the information. Maybe you have like Hermit energy, and that this could actually be like a private detective. I mean, you could be the private detective, Scorpio, right? Depending on your natal placements, you might have some really good detective skills, okay? So yeah, this can be like a detective energy where you are digging deep in the near future around pay attention, observe, right? King of Cups energy, like you're coming out full force. You just want to be happy. You want to be fulfilled, in alignment. But this again is somebody who has strong intuition. Trust your intuition here, Scorpio, right? It's amplified here. And so this could be Ace of Cups, someone who's learning. Especially with the King of Pentacles. So King of Pentacles can be like a skeptic, right? And that's the thing. A lot of people watch tarot readings and they're like, oh, they're fake and it's all set up. And that's fine. You can, believe whatever you believe. That's your, but there are people that are Scorpio energy and they're like, oh, they're naturally psychic. And no, there's a lot of people who have strong water placements, but they also have some strong earth placements. And these strong earth placements, maybe even some strong Capricorn type of energy where even like South Node in Capricorn, there it would be very skeptical, right? And that's the thing, right? They don't trust their intuition. They want facts. They want data. They want information. They want the truth. They want to see evidence. That's what they want to see. And so you have to help them with that, right? Some people, and that's the thing, that's part of their experience, especially with somebody with the King of Pentacles showing up in a reading, male or female. They're meant to experience the earthly realm, all the pleasures of life, whatever that's going to give them. But they're going to get to a point where it's like, okay, now you got to go this way. And so you're being forced to trust something outside of yourself, which would be your emotional nature and your intuition, which is something you can't really see. You can't put your hands on it. You can put your hands on your tears and wipe them away, and you know that you don't feel good, that something's off, but there's no physical, tangible evidence. And that's what's coming through here to the Scorpio that I'm talking to. It's like you're working on trusting your intuition and a deep inner knowing that something's off because you don't feel good. You feel sick is what this is in the past here, right? So keep trusting. This is somebody now with the Nine of Wands who's like, you want to give up, you want to throw in the towel, you can't take it anymore, right? But you're choosing to stay where you are. And for some of you, it's out of financial stability and security because that is your stability, your, like I said, your money, your job is at stake, your marriage is at stake, there's something here where you want to move towards something new, something more fulfilling, right? A new life, but something is telling you to stay where you are, to stay the course, to overcome all kinds of challenges, right? And that's what you're doing. So stay there. However, near future energy, observe, hardcore Scorpio, your environment. Pay attention to the people you are working with. Pay attention to your partner. Pay attention to your documents, your financial statements. Especially with Fae who Merc stave here. There could be a fear of losing your job around people who are trying to push you out the door. And I mean, that's what this could be too. But you could be in fear of losing your job over all kinds of threats, intimidation, drama, jealousy, insecure individuals who are trying to just drag your name through the mud for whatever reason, right? Lies and stuff. Pay attention is essentially what this is, right? So for some of you, there's fears involved because there's a lot of unknown in regards to your stability, your security, your finances, your home, your marriage, your job, right? You don't know what's going to happen. So because of that, you're meant to observe, perhaps even socialize with these people and pretend, right? Seven of Swords, pretend that you're on their side, or, pretend that you're just go along with it or something. Go to these events and just start digging behind the scenes. Subtle to get information for some of you. Or you could be helping somebody else out in regards to somebody who's going through this. I mean, maybe you work with another Scorpio and you're overhearing a bunch of people talking about the other Scorpio, where this isn't your energy, but it's connected to somebody that you work with as well. So if it's not with your partner, maybe it's directly connected to somebody that you work with and you can help somebody, that sort of thing. So Be observant, be careful, know that there's something going on behind the scenes. Trust what you feel and know, and just continue to move forward. And eventually you're going to know what you need to do, right? Behind the scenes, you're going to start coming up with some sort of a plan or strategy. But in the meantime, you're meant to stay right where you are doing what you're doing. Okay, so don't force any sort of major changes right now, right? Especially with Mars retrograde in Gemini. Just wait. Okay, so this is what I have for you here, Scorpio. Thanks so much for watching, and hopefully you found this reading helpful.